All right, thank you. Good morning. I'm Stephen Datz, Chair of the Awards Committee. I'd like to call the April 6, 2023 Awards meeting to order. We have a physical quorum represented by Janie Smalley for Laura Shepis, Haiku, myself, and Ricky Erickson just walked in the room. So we also have Joe Urfano joining us online. The Office of General Counsel is represented by Rebecca Levy. Budget is represented by Stephanie Neely. Before we begin reviewing today's agenda, I'll note that there isn't anyone physically present for public comment. Victoria, did you receive any public comment via email?
No.
Thank you. Let the record show we did not receive any public comment prior to the awards committee meeting. I'll pause for a moment to allow callers joining us online to unmute and speak up. Hearing no comments, we'll proceed with today's regular agenda. We have items 1 through 7 and 9 through 13 that have been reviewed by procurement and budget. Note that award item 8 has been deferred. These items are now ready to be reviewed by the awards committee, beginning with item 1, representing the minutes from March 30th, 2023 awards committee meeting. Are there any comments or corrections to be discussed? All right, may I get a motion to approve award item 1?
Haiku, so moved.
And a second?
Second.
We have a motion from Haiku, a second from Janie Smalley. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Minutes are approved as presented. I'll pass it over to Jenny McCollum, our Chief Procurement Officer, to present each of the remaining award items before I ask for a motion, beginning with award item 2.
Thank you. Through the chair, before I get started, we do have quite an agenda. So for those online, I'll just remind everyone, once yours has gone through and has been approved by the committee, you guys can drop off if you need to move on with your day. Otherwise, you can stay on and listen. So award number 2 is a request for proposal. This is a progressive design build services for the Arlington East Water Reclamation Facility, Biosolids Force Main. TB Landmark Construction, Inc. is our recommended awardee in the amount of $1,791,717.20. We are expecting this project to be completed in December of 2025, and there's multiple projects here. JEA received 3 proposals. The proposed fee includes the engineering services through 100% design phase, subsurface investigations, and pre-construction services by the contractor. Design for the project is expected to be completed in August of 2024, with construction concluding in December of 2025. JEA may return to the awards committee for approval of an early purchase for long lead time items before the GMP is completed, and it will just depend on the project schedule. And this is just one project, sorry. I saw biosolids and misspoke. Any questions or comments?
Hey, this is high, really, for my knowledge. The drill is 5,500 feet. Is that going to be done in one single drill? And if so, are we comfortable that TB Landmark can do that?
Jenny, this is Beth DeMayor in Haiku. We believe that they'll be more than capable. This is a smaller diameter drill, so we're not looking at a large diameter. They do have the equipment and capabilities of doing drills. We did have some, representative projects, and they have history of doing longer directional drills that are subaqueous.
But it will be one continuous drill under the river.
Yes.
The steel
Yes,
case.
they're planning on doing the similar as our other river crossing as far as intersect method. As far as from that perspective, we are going to be going along the south side of Kennedy Generating Station, and it has its trials and tribulations, but we've been working with them as far as their equipment that they have, based off of their experience from other projects. That's one reason why they were selected, highest ranked firm out of the proposals.
Yeah. And Full Waters is going to be the engineer of record?
That's correct.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions or comments? All right, I'll pass it back to the chair for a vote.
Thank you, Jenny. May I get a motion to approve award item 2?
Joe Orfano, so moved.
And a second?
I will second.
We have a motion from Joe Urbano, a second from Hai Vu. All those in favor say aye.
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 All those opposed? Motion is adopted. I'll pass it back to Jenny to present award item 3.
Thank you. Through the chair, award number 3 is a contract increase. This is for JEA routine hydrant maintenance. DMD Consultants, Inc. is our recommended awardee in the amount of $467,500. We are within the original term of 5 years, so this ends in May of 2025. This request is to provide additional funding. At the contract start, there were over 25,000 JEA maintained hydrants in the system. The original scope was for them to service 5,000 hydrants a year for a 5-year cycle. But with growth, system growth and additional recorded assets, there are now nearly 30,000 maintained hydrants requiring 6,000 services per year from a preventative maintenance schedule. In addition, after the initial pilot of the program, JEA noticed abrasive preparation was necessary for some of the hydrants due to rust buildup, salt air, corrosion, et cetera. And during the first few years of the contract, anywhere between about 10 and 20% of the hydrants completed were sandblasted, which is an additional cost of $75 per hydrant, which was not in the original scope of work. And we expect that to continue as JEA goes through the 5-year maintenance program ending in FY24. After that, the abrasive, prep rate is expected to be much lower at 3 to 5%. Lastly, JEA intends to utilize the consultant to perform hydrant flow test and data collection. This work is currently being performed by JEA staff technicians, so this will be some of this work will be pushed to the vendor. Any questions or comments? All right, I'll send it back over to the chair for a vote.
Thank you. May I get a motion to approve award item 3?
Janie Smalley, so moved.
And a second?
Second.
We have a motion from Janie Smalley, a second from Ricky Erickson. All those in favor say aye.
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 All those opposed? Motion is adopted. I'll pass it back to Jenny to present award item 4.
Thank you. Through the chair, award number 4 is a request for proposal. This is for limestone reclaimer crusher elevating, or I don't know, I can't say that today. Anyways, so for the conveyor. Supply of equipment. JEA currently outsources the sizing of the limestone, but we are bringing the equipment and the manpower in-house to perform the operations. For JOS, Bolivar is the recommended awardee in the amount of $99,700, and McLanahan Corporation is the other in the amount of $1,552,320. We expect all of this to be completed in January of 2024. We received 3 proposals. And then I'll note that each piece of equipment has a payment schedule and will be delivered in Q4 of 2023. The actual equipment install will take place in Q4 of 2023 with the finalization of the install being ready to test during Q2 of 2024. Sorry, 2023, Q4 of 2023, and then ready for testing in Q2 of 2024. When we compare the annual outsourcing estimate of $2.4 million versus the one-time cost, which is our current estimate of project completion, which is $3.5, the payback is about 1.6 years. It should also be noted that there will be no additional FTE or temporary labor required to operate the equipment. So I feel like it is in the best interest to bring this in-house, have a little bit more control. Any questions, comments here?
Yeah, this is Ricky. Could you scroll back up just a little bit? We're awarding 99,000 versus 1.5 million. Did I get that correct when I heard this or saw it?
You did. Rodney, do you want to jump in and just explain how we're breaking up the equipment purchase?
Sure. The elevating conveyor is for Hudson Boulevard. That's the 99.7 number. The reclaimer and the overall crusher, that's the McClanahan Corporation. And that's the remainder of the award amount.
We
Got it.
went low bid, Rodney, on those for each type of equipment.
Correct. And Fort Haas was deemed disqualified on the other two pieces of equipment. They were offshore sourcing, basically third-party manufacturing out of China for the other equipment. So we declined their offer on that. And they didn't have this installed base on the first piece of equipment, the reclaimer experience in it. So we didn't want to go with the first-of-a-kind design and take that risk.
Got it. Thanks, guys.
You're
One more
welcome.
thing. The address on the McClanahan Corporation has too many L's in Hollis Daysburg. I Googled it, so I think that one of those L's can be removed. Small correction, just wanted to put that on.
Fixing that now.
And while you're at it, you can correct the email address for the Fort Haas Boulevard. It's .com versus, I wasn't gonna mention, but
Mhm. All right.
Look at us, eagle eyes.
Any other corrections, comments? All right, I'll pass it back to the chair for a vote.
Thank you, Jenny. May I get a motion to approve award item 4 with amendments?
Ricky, so moved.
And a second?
I will second.
Thank you. We have a motion from Ricky Erickson, a second from Pai Vu. All those in favor say aye.
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 All those opposed? Motion is approved. I'll pass it back to Jenny to present award item 5.
Thank you. Through the chair, award number 5 is a renewal. This is for design, permitting, and construction management for the galvanized pipe replacement program. England, Thames and Miller, Inc. is our recommended awardee in the amount of $7,410,500. This will take us through April of 2024. This is the last renewal option. This award reflects the acceleration of the program to achieve the goal of replacing over 200 miles of small diameter water mains over the next 10 years. This request is to exercise the last renewal option. In this role, ETM staff is prioritizing designing and providing construction oversight for water main replacement projects with a focus on the 2-inch galvanized water main. And I'll note that task orders are issued for each individual project and billed using the contract hourly rates that were negotiated. Any questions or comments? All right, I'll pass it back to the chair for a vote.
Thank you, Jenny. May I get a motion to approve award item 5?
Joe Orfano, so moved.
And a second?
Second.
We have a motion from Joe Orfano, a second from Janie Smalley. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion is adopted. Pass it back to Jenny to present award item 6.
Thank you. Through the chair, number 6 is a contract increase. This is for supplemental vegetation management services for JEA. The Davy Trees Expert Company is the recommended awardee in the amount of $1,323,458. This takes us through January of 2024. And we are requesting to add funds to replace some of the Trees Inc. Crews with Davy Tree Crews. JEA is planning to process a new solicitation for the primary vegetation management contract by mid FY23. However, JEA may elect to renew this contract for an additional year based on the primary contract bid. This is a supplemental contract to that, so we'll see how the structure works out with this new bid and if we need to have a backup still. The pricing was fixed for the first year of the contract with allowable annual price adjustments in accordance with CPI. Any questions or comments? All right, I'll
One
pass
thing
it
to
back.
note,
Sure.
yeah, this is Rodney. Just one thing to note, we are discussing internally, and we're definitely planning to have a backup contract. So whether it's this one or it gets rebid, we'll have a backup for this service.
Yeah, I assume the rebid, Rodney, will have the option to have the primary and secondary all in one.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. We'll see how the results come out. Any other questions or comments? All right, I'll pass back to the chair for a vote.
Thank you, Jenny. May I get a motion to approve award item 6?
Highbury, so moved.
Ricky, second.
We have a motion from Hai Bu, a second from Ricky Erickson. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion is adopted. I'll pass it back to Jenny to present award item 7.
Thank you. To the chair, award number 7 is a contract increase. This is for water, sewer, and reclaim water cost of service and rate design consulting services. Stantec Consulting Services, Inc. is our recommended awardee in the amount of $310,375. The end date for this contract is the original term of 5 years, and it will end April of 2026. This increase is to allow for 2 feasibility studies for cost analysis, acquisition support, and rate design. The current contract does allow for the addition of similar ad hoc projects, which utilize the same hourly rates as when we first negotiated. JEA intends to complete the water and sewer system feasibility analysis and receive acquisition support services for the cities of Atlantic Beach and Neptune Beach. The award amount is based on the hourly rates and estimated hours to complete both projects. Any questions or comments? All right, I'll pass it back to the chair for a vote.
Thank you, Jenny. May I get a motion to approve award item 7?
So moved.
In a second?
Joe Orfano, second.
We have a motion from Janie Smalley, a second from Joe Orfano. All those in favor say aye.
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 All those opposed? Motion is adopted. I'll pass it back to Jenny to present award item 9.
Thank you. Through the chair, award number 9 is a contract extension. This is for JEA Fleet Services, bucket truck maintenance and repair. This is a slight ratification of $67,000 and change. We've got 2 awardees, Altech Industries, Inc. The award amount is $687,406.06. And then we've got Ring Power Corporation in the amount of $58,483.30. This is to extend the end date of the contract to allow Fleet and Procurement additional time to adequately prepare a new solicitation document and execute a solicitation. I'll note this contract supports both Blue and Gray Skies services for JEA. And the award amount is estimated calculated by the existing fleet makeup and the corresponding projected maintenance, both preventative and corrective, that will occur through the remainder of the contract and by looking at the average daily spend to estimate the cost for the extension period. Any questions or comments? All right, I'll pass it back to the chair for a vote.
Thank you, Jenny. May I get a motion to approve award item 9
I believe so moved.
and a second?
Second.
We have a motion from Hai Vu, a second from Janie Smalley. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion is adopted. I'll pass it back to Jenny to present award item 10.
Thank you. Through the chair, award number 10 is a contract increase. This is for engineering services for the Spring Park Road Pump Station rehabilitation. This is also a partial renewal. The recommended awardee is J. Collins Engineering Associates LLC in the amount of $65,200. Expect this project to be completed June of 2023. And I'll note that the request is for additional funds for 8 months of services during construction for the project. As I noted, the increase amount includes a partial ratification of about $32,000 and change that's already been performed. Due to the location and technical nature of the bypass pumping system, the construction of the project was delayed, and it is resulting in the need for this contract increase. Questions or comments? All right, I'll pass it back to the chair for a vote.
Thank you, Jenny. May I get a motion to approve award item 10
I believe so moved.
and a second?
Second.
We have a motion from Hai Vu, a second from Ricky Erickson. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion is adopted. I'll pass it back to Jenny to present award item 11.
Thank you. Through the chair, award number 11 is a contract increase. Engineering services for Nassau Regional Water Reclamation Facility projects. Hazen and Sawyer is our recommended awardee in the amount of $2,312,358. We are requesting a contract increase for additional services during construction for the plant expansion and design services for the deep injection well surface facilities. And I'll note JEA used CPI adjusted hourly rates to develop the award amount for this work. Any questions or comments? All right, I'll pass it back to the chair for a vote.
Thank you, Jenny. May I get a motion to approve award item 11?
I believe so moved.
And a second?
Joe Orfano, second.
We have a motion from Hai Vu, a second from Joe Arpano. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion is adopted. I'll pass it back to Jenny to present award item 12.
Thank you. Through the chair, award number 12, I want to quickly ask my team, should this be a renewal or should it just be a renewal? It looks like this is a renewal off of the state contract.
It's a renewal.
Yeah. So let's change that type of award from state contract to renewal. And this is for subscription-based research and subject matter expert related services. Gartner Inc. is our recommended awardee in the amount of $423,715. This renewal will take us through September 30th of 2024. The 18-month renewal for the purpose of the expiring contract at the end of at the end of FY24, I'll note Gardner provides industry research, data analysis, and expertise to provide insight, advice, and actionable recommendations that maximize the mission impact of IT services. Our current agreement ends at the end of this month. So this will take us through the end of FY24. I'll note when we compare the average annual increase by doing a longer extension, JEA saves about 3% on the remaining 6 months of the contract. Any questions or comments? All right, I'll pass it back to the chair for a vote.
Thank you, Jenny. May I get a motion to approve award item 12?
Jamie Smalley, so moved.
And a second?
Haibu, second.
We have a motion from Janie Smalley, a second from Haibu. All those in favor say aye.
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 All those opposed? Motion is adopted. I'll pass it back to Jenny to present our final award item for today.
Thank you. Award number 3 through the chair is a renewal. This is for facilities, automatic transfer switch, maintenance and repair services. ASCO Power Services, Inc. is a recommended awardee in the amount of $446,966.66. This will take us through April of 2025. We are requesting to utilize both renewals, so a 2-year renewal. They have provided satisfactory service and has agreed to renew the contract. And we are going to renew it at an 8% increase when we look at the CPI inflation report. And we're going to allow them to do an 8% increase now for the 2 years. So that'll be throughout the rest of the term of the contract. And I'll note that the budget estimate and award amount are based on the approximate monthly average and includes a 20% per year increase in assets. Questions or comments? All right, I'll pass it back to the chair for a vote.
Thank you, Jenny. May I get a motion to approve award item 13?
Haibu, so moved.
And a second?
Second.
We have a motion from Haibu, a second from Ricky Erickson. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion is adopted. The entire agenda representing items 1 through 7 and 9 through 13 is approved for April 6, 2023. Is there any other business to come before the awards committee at this time?
Quick question.
Sure.
Are we here next week?
Jenny's going to address that.
Thank you.
Go ahead, Jenny.
You beat me. You beat me to it, Ricky. Through the chair, I have actually a few announcements. So this was the last meeting in the old building. So we will be in the new building next week, starting April 10th, and we'll be in the hydrangea room. So you will still have the option, of course, to be online, but for the committee members, you guys will be in a new room. I also want to note that this committee only has 2 more weeks to serve on the committee. The CEO has appointed a new committee based off of the changes to the PICO that were approved by the board at the end of March. And so what that does is it has us rotating the committee every, basically 2-year term. You guys can serve multiple terms at the pleasure of the CEO, but we are trying to rotate the responsibilities. We do understand that this takes a lot of time and effort. And so I just want to thank all of you guys for all the time that you have put into this. You all have been on this committee for quite some time. And so we are going to be moving to a new committee April 27th. The new committee members are Ted Phillips, he will be the chair, David Emanuel, and Laura Shepis drew the short straw and is on the committee again.
I'll be seeing you on.
So I just, again, want to thank you guys. And we actually have also made some changes to the templates and how we're going to present the agendas, et cetera. We're going to roll that out with the new committee in a couple of weeks. But I am going to be reaching out to the current committee members to give you all a preview of what we're looking at, get some input. You guys have seen this for so long that I want to get your thoughts. We actually started with this agenda. So you guys should be very familiar with it. I'm going to review what they've done, what my team has put together. And then after my review, I'll send it on to you all to take a look at to see if you guys have any questions, if you think we're covering enough information, what's important, to be looking at from your perspective. So just wanted to get your input. I'll be getting the new committee's input. Obviously, it'll be their process, but and our process together. But I want to utilize all the subject matter experts in your time that we've all had together the last couple of years. So more to come, and we should have everything done and ready for the new committee by the 27th. So it's exciting.
So
Any questions for me?
Yeah, just to confirm, 3 people on the committee going forward?
Yes, 3 people going forward. The quorum will be 2 on site, so a little bit less than what we have today. Of course, you guys can always all be on site together, but 2 on site, and we won't make any of those changes with this committee, though. It's all going to roll forward with the new committee members and the new process, April 27th.
Thank you, Jenny.
So 2 more weeks. You're welcome.
Well, I'd like to also thank Jenny and her team for all the adjustments that you've had to work through over the past couple of years. This is just another one, right? So, but it's all for the benefit of our customers and improving services. So thank you, Jenny, to you and your team and the committee members. It has been a while that we've been together, and you guys have all been diligent and appreciate your engagement.
And I thank you for chairing it the whole time, Stephen.
Thank you.
And thank you, Vice Chair. Is there any other business to come before the awards committee? All right, seeing none, we're adjourned. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, everybody.